Alright, so in this video, I'm going to be sharing some resources, mostly free resources. One of them was $2.99, but for the most part, free resources that I am using to help empower me in this, in this process of trying to, help my young one who has a little bit of dyslexia. I am not a professional. Please consult your doctor. So I did use 2 free dyslexia websites online. Why? Because with everything, but at least for me, I always check do my own little checks, even if I am going to go to a doctor. So I did use Lexercise.com and Dynaread.com to do like their free, dyslexia like tests. Now, the Dynaread.com is much more detailed and it gives you a lot more markers. The Lexercise test, you administer the test. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes. It's not very involved. They just read some non-words for the first portion, and then the second portion, they're actually using the same words from, I believe is, the San Diego quick assessment test, because I had administered that reading test the day before, and I had the words right next to me. So they're using these same words, and once they start missing words, they stop the test and they give you, they send you a grade level that they're at with their reading. That's the Lexercise test. With the Dynaread test, that one is a little bit more involved. They have them use a mouse, so you kind of have them practice to see how they can, if they can operate the mouse properly, their coordination between the mouse and the screen. And then they administer this test where you're checking their memory, their ability to read non-words, the comprehension part I kind of took with a grain of salt, and just different markers. But I like that one because it puts them in percentiles, and if they are, grouped into like a higher percentile, then apparently the severity of their dyslexia is not that bad. And if it's if they're in the lowest percentile, then probably there's more reason for concern. As I said, I'm not a doctor. I just use these free resources as I'm trying to, help me help her. Another thing, the day before, I did administer a reading test. Now, when I say a reading test, just to check, like the ability to read words, out of context. Just, the ability to read words. It doesn't check their comprehension or none of that. There are a lot of resources, online that you can use. I believe Scholastic is one of the better ones. But I like these 2 because it grades them by grade level, first, second, third, all through 12. The 2 of them grades like that, and that's much simpler and easier for me. The Scholastic, of course, they use A through Z, and you have a lot of different things that you can check for. So I use the A to Z homeschooling reading skills assessment tool. As I said, it just checks the ability to read words out of context. And I also use the San Diego quick assessment test. They're all free, and the same thing, it checks the ability to read words out of context, and then both of them grades them, whether they're between 4th and 5th grade, 8th and 10th grade level, or whatever. So you can check that out. I used 2 to see if I would get basically the same results after using both of them. After doing both of them, I did get the same results, and now I have, now I know where their instructional reading level is. I did the test for all of them, their instructional reading level, their independent reading level, and their what books based on level, if they read those books, will cause them more frustration. So I am not going to use this to get overly obsessive and start leveling every single book in our home library. However, I don't think I have to be worried about them reading books below their level. But what I am going to use this to do is ever so often scan a few books, especially like if I go to the thrift store to pick up books, try adding books that is on or a little bit above their reading level. And that's how I'm going to use this, and that's why I prefer the scanner app, because I can use this on the go and it's much easier as opposed to type, well, at least for me, as opposed to having to type in the information. So I did the test. so I mentioned the scanner. Now the scanner that I am using is this book scanner app. Now this one is in the Apple Store and this one is $2.99. Now there is a free one on the Android store. It's called the AR Book Finder. Yeah, Book Finder app. Now that one, if I was to compare these two, does not work as well as this, but based on all the free ones that I've used in both, you know, stores, this one works the best in the Apple Store in my opinion. And the AR Book Finder app, even though it seems to be giving a lot of trouble now, it still works better than a lot of the other free ones that I've found. If you have any others, if anybody uses Book Finder apps and you know one, a scanner app, then you know you can suggest them below if you want. Now Scholastic used to have, I believe they used to have a Book Wizard app, I believe so, based on, you know, a mom who said that she uses it. However, it's not available, at least the app. I have not seen the app, but you can go on their website and type in the ISBN or the name of the book and find the same information online, but you have to type it in, right? Whether it's on your phone or, you know, on a computer or whatever. So you can use that. You can also use AR Book Find, I believe is what it's called, by Renaissance online. You will find book levels as well there. None of these, but especially the scanners, none of them have every single book, but the online resources tend to have more books, and the scanner apps, they tend to have more of the more popular, or you know, popular books, right? Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully that video was helpful. If you liked the video, consider giving it a like and subscribing to the channel. That would really help my channel out. And if you have any questions, ask them below. I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you for watching. Bye.